one or two incredibly small penis individuals in the crowd. And we've seen two of those small penis individuals thus far throwing beers into the air. Now the thing is, if one of those beers ends up here on stage, then me and the fellas, we gotta go back to California. And it's not my fault. It would be the small penis individuals that are down in that area somewhere. So if you can ferret out that individual, oh, they're pointing at this guy. If you can ferret out that individual, perhaps reason with them, in a gentle manner, of course, and say, you know, I paid thousands of dollars to see this Primus show. I want to get my thousands of dollars worth. And you throwing shit around the vicinity towards the stage is counterproductive to our $1,000 event here. Now Lur, he's an incredibly clever and crafty little creature. Drop some science on him, Lur.
Science? You mean like the sign from boron?
He's like the elusive groundhog. Man, a few words, but when he spews those words upon you, it's an amazing spew. Lur, get to spewing!
Listen, do yourselves a favor. Whoever's selling the beer, who wastes beer? Let me ask you, who wastes beer? Makes no sense to me.
See, deep thoughts by Lur Levon. See now, Lur, he doesn't use his mouth to communicate to the masses. He uses that six-string hunk of Telecaster furniture he's got in his hand. And he waggles them fingers like an old 1800s telegraph paper tapper. And what he's going to do is he's going to play an encoded message to each and every one of you. So I suggest you get pen and paper out.
There's gonna be a test.
Yeah, it's going to be a test. And if you have your Lur special secret decoder ring, you figure it out, and chances are you're going to get a free box of Cheerios out of the deal. Are you ready, Lur?
Let's do it.
One, two, front of you? You know him? You are a very kind man. I saw you earlier let this fellow in the wheelchair come and sit in front of you there. You're a good man. So, I wrote a song. I did. And there's my dad right there. He's over there. I brought him up for Father's Day. Now, Dad used to have this old, it was a 61, right? 61 Studebaker champ. 61? 61. Dad used to have a 61 Studebaker champ, which is a pickup truck, yellow pickup truck, with a 302 and a C4 in it. Am I correct? Sort of baby shit green, brownish bench seat in the front, and it sort of became a part of this next song. And basically, this next song is about a fellow named Lee Van Cleef, but Lee is sort of he's sort of the icon of the song. The song itself is sort of me reminiscing about elements of my childhood. One element being the old yellow Studebaker pickup, and with the green Naugahyde front seat, which is subsequently where we got the title for the most recent Primus release, which is Green Naugahyde. So there's a shitload of trivia